It's 7:30 in the morning. Nice early start to the day. Today is quite a busy day. A few things to get done. Some teaching, some more teaching, and then some admin, life admin. Semi-busy day. But first of all, I'll show you the biggest perk of living on an island. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm so fresh like the morning. Mouth wide open like they yawning. Every time they see me, they in G-Shock. Homie, this is too far. Homie, I feel too alive. You can see me like Illuminati. You can see me like Illuminati. But I'm shining so bright, so bright. Don't come and try to share some of this light, no. Give me a beat and I control it like a maestro. Ladies on a mission, they be trying to get me wiped up. Shawty, wait a minute, can't tell if I like ya. Gotta make sure you know how to shake it like a bartender.
Beautiful. Now we can start the day. You have to earn your morning coffee. I try to swim every morning. It doesn't always happen, but today I thought I'm gonna do it. It's currently the 23rd of April, and so the sea is getting just warm enough to start swimming again. Obviously, you can swim anytime. It only gets as cold as 12 degrees here on the island where I live, and so technically you can swim during the whole winter. And I tried, but it does get pretty cold, and the wind is probably the worst thing. It's a great way to wake up. It just gets your energy going. I'm usually not really a morning person, and really just kickstarts my day, and it feels like I earned my morning cup of coffee. That whole swim took me about 20 minutes. I live 3 minutes from every time I boil my milk. Anyway, I live 3 minutes from the beach, which is really nice. And I really try to make the most of being this close to the sea. Now you might think, what is there to do on a small island in Croatia? Well, I moved here this year, and I'll take you through my exact day. Actually, it's busier than you'd probably expect. So now it's 7:50. I've got class at 9 a.m. I teach some local kids maths in school and English. There's a little international school that opened up, and so that's what I do from 9 to 12. So I have my morning coffee. I usually check some emails, make a plan for the day, or at least look at the plan I made the night before, and then I'll get ready, go to class, have lunch, and then come back. Today's actually one of the days where I have additional tutoring after school with one girl that studies maths as well, and so I'll go to that. So actually, from 9 to about 1:30, I'm out the house on the go and doing things. And one great thing about this school is it's on an island, and the curriculum is super flexible. So we're actually doing a morning jog today, and then we have an exam from geometry that I've planned for them. After that, lunch, some more tutoring, and then I'll come home, clean the house, and chill out. Milk is definitely boiled. I always feel like the first hour and a half of the day is where you set the tone for what the rest of the day is going to be like. So I like to get straight on my laptop, first looking at my calendar, seeing what I prepared the night before for the next day, and then replying to any emails I get. Finally, I like to be creative in the morning. Set aside some time when the mind isn't too busy to write things down. In this case, I'm planning a little video about the best way to approach the new personal statements. I've been really trying to make more of these videos for students applying to Oxford and Cambridge and Imperial and other universities for engineering and for other subjects, just to show how I thought of the process. And giving some advice on how best to approach it. So this video is a little bit of a behind the scenes of all those videos, but in the mornings I like to set aside some time to write down some things I want to talk about in the videos and prepare my schedule for the week. Okay, let's get back to it. On the topic of work, I have always been a proponent of living in a place where you feel nice. And I know a lot of people from university ask me where I live, what I do, why I choose to live here. For me, at least, it's more important where I live than what I actually do. A lot of my friends are in London at big law firms or big consulting firms, different large companies, amazing jobs. really nice sort of packages, and they love the London lifestyle. They love living in the center, in the heartbeat of England, meeting new people, going to run clubs, going to the pub, and they just love that whole atmosphere. And I really appreciate that. I really respect that. I visit them sometimes, and I get to see what sort of lifestyle they live. But a big factor is living in London because of work. And with that comes the price of living in London, how expensive it is. Starting out a new job, you cannot really afford to live in a wonderful household. And a lot of my friends live together in a small house and sort of survive that way. Well, they don't survive, they actually really enjoy it. For me, I've always been a little bit different. So straight after university, I just had a feeling that I didn't really want that sort of busyness in my life. Although I've lived in England for most of my life, Croatia is where I came every summer, and there is something about this island, the fact that it's much less social, it's much less busy. I have always enjoyed that part of it, and compared to my friends, I would say I'm the complete opposite. Even though I love hanging out, I love seeing London, I think personally for me, I envision myself here in sort of a place where it's calm, in nature, by the sea, and sort of that was always my priority over the work I do. And it comes from a nice place where, personally for me, I enjoy running, I enjoy swimming, cycling, I love training, going fishing, and this island is the perfect environment for that. You can do any sport here. There's rock climbing, there's everything, and with different friends I do different things, and all of this is supported by doing some maths on the side, teaching in a school, sailing instructing over the summer. And so it's a little bit less of a structured environment than having a career living in London, but at the same time, at the moment, I don't mind sacrificing that sort of structured, secure career for somewhere where I would prefer to live. Okay, it's 8:50. 8:50, time to go to school. Class starts at 9, so I better hurry. Today we've got our second exam, geometry. Hopefully the kids do well. We've been practicing geometry for a couple of weeks now, so I decided to sort of test them. So yeah, wish me luck. So it's a little later now. I came back from school. We had our geometry test. It went pretty well. The students have learned something with me, which is great. But yeah, it was a pretty hard exam. I like asking them things they've seen, but in a different situation. So with geometry, it might be a new form of Pythagoras' theorem, or maybe 3D Pythagoras theorem. The good thing was we actually had tennis in between. So we did an hour of maths, then tennis, then an hour of maths. Just gave them a little bit of a chance to relax a little bit, have a break from the exam, and then we marked it in the second hour. Then I came back, went for a little bit of a run. I'm currently in a 16-week block for marathon training. I incorporated with other training as well, a little bit of cycling to keep the knees happy. Sometimes if I run too much, the knees get a little bit tired. Today was a 10K, kind of steady pace, 46 minutes 23. Pretty happy with that. I've gotten more into running recently. It is just the most accessible sport, and I currently have some new trainers that I'm really enjoying. Now making dinner. One thing I love to do is cook. It's probably my favorite household activity or task. I love cooking. I spent 6 months in France cooking as well. It's something that really gets me happy, gets me creative, resets the day. So I'm currently making a big batch of stew, lots of vegetables. We have carrots, celery. What else did I put? Courgettes. I'm gonna throw in some peppers. And then just so I don't have to cook pasta or any other carb later, I'm gonna throw in potatoes as well. So it's just everything in one pot with a little bit of minced beef. Yeah, that will keep me going for a good few days. And I like to cook once and then use it for the next few days. So yeah, currently making dinner, and I will clean the house, and that's pretty much it. So dinner was good. Very nice stew. I think I made 5 meals worth of stew there. Good thing it tastes delicious. Otherwise, I'd still have to eat it for a week. Now I clean the house. I like to clean the house once a week. I usually do it on a Friday. But this week it's been getting a little too messy, and so I just decided to clean it early. I did a ton of laundry, so just putting that away, and that's pretty much my day. Tomorrow is another day. And so the cycle continues. But thank you for watching the video. If you enjoy this type of video, let me know. I usually do more university style videos, but I think this gives me an opportunity to film a little bit more of my other aspects of life, get a bit more creative with videography. So let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.